How the heck are you guys? I am Fastidious. Welcome to the channel. We have got a forging video today on my account. I have not filmed my own forging in quite a while, but we have a decent bit saved. It is not a ton. I've done much more than this before on my account, but it's enough that we should find some interesting things, I frickin' hope. I figure I could make this a little bit instructional, a little bit of a how-to, in that I will tell you how to look for the pieces you want to potentially refine, recast, roll, stuff like that. So it's kind of a how to forge video, but at the heart of it, how to forge, you go there and you click the button. We also have a couple cheeky exclusive artifact forges I will do with you guys if you're keen. Just 41 of those. It's gonna be a pretty casual video, so buckle up, let's have some fun.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
So this is what we're working with. Nearly 6,800 of the sanguine fabric for our left side weapon and breastplate pieces, that kind of gear. And on the right side, we've got just over 6,400 of these smoldering scales. Currently, right now, I've got a background fight doing gear aid 3. So hopefully we get a couple more sanguine fabric drops. So this goes to an even 6,800, and that's gonna bring us to another 10 pull, right? Because 200 is a 10 pull. So we're not gonna start with this. We're gonna start with the scales, and let's see. We're gonna skip those forging animations. I don't wanna make you guys sit through it. Let's click and let's take a peek. This is a pretty good looking morale piece. It's kind of interesting, but it could be great if we wanted a healer in morale and an attack-based healer. I've got my own settings. These are my custom settings, so I'm gonna sell right now. If you want those settings, you can find them on my website. I also will be updating settings. I promise you within 2 weeks. It might be closer to a couple days or a week. I finished almost all of it, but things are always changing in the game. You always gotta consider a lot of things with the settings. All right, we got our first couple exclusive pieces. So we got this Infernal Blast piece, which looks completely gorgeous. That is fantastic. These are basically perfect substats. It's a Hell's Lament piece. This set used to suck. It's a lot more relevant now. I'm gonna definitely have to make a Hell's Lament video soon too. Let's just max this out right here and see if we can get some good rolls. We do not, but I'll be honest, we're probably gonna throw that into the recast pile because this could be a really powerful piece for a lot of units. That being said, I don't have so much Infernal Blast faction content, or I guess so much content I'm using Infernal Blast heroes in right now. I mean, it's when it's perfect, right? And they do have a very good exclusive effect. So it's possible to recast at the end. We'll see what else we get. Here's a cool North Throne piece. It's a little bit of a tankiness, a little bit crit damage attack most main set. I'm not in love with this. We'll bring it to 8 just to see that crit and crit damage, but this is the kind of piece that won't really have a place on my account. Totally could rock that if you guys want later on. I'll also say quickly, the North Throne exclusive just isn't that good. At least when it's a DPS piece. You know, if it was a North Throne exclusive, but there's two versions, right? There's the one that is from the Cataclysm set that's like a DPS piece, and then there's the HP bonus one that's from Tempered Will. If it's Tempered Will, the exclusive effect makes a lot of sense. Here, tankiness on a DPSer, it's relevant in certain ways, but it's not something you're like dying to go get. This is gorgeous though, look at that. Borderline perfect substats. Instead of the flat attack, we got the Rage Regen. Certain builds that's gonna be preferable, and it is an ancient. So it's not exclusive or anything, but this is guaranteed to at least not have terrible rolls. And actually we got very good rolls. This is rough. So the reason, if you're like, why is that getting recommended? This is getting recommended as an inspiration piece. So if you wanted to have an inspiration unit in morale, I will have at least my personal rules tweaked that you need not just flat attack. If you're going for this, you'll need either HP or HP bonus. My current rules, it's just flat attack, but it's lucky that we got the flat HP. The new rules will have it as a must, one or the other on those two. One of those two will be required. Let's see, our first O for 10. Let's also take a moment to do the quickest peek and see, yep, we did. We got over 6,800, so we'll be good to go over there. So all in all, we're coming in at, what would that be? 710 crafts today, something like that. Keep cooking. Double Beatrix. These might be the first Beatrix on my account. This piece looks really good. No attack speed, but crit rate, crit damage, attack. I have very, very few good Cataclysm amulets on this account, so this is pretty appealing. That those rolls are not, and to be honest, this is not recastable. This one doesn't have crit damage, so that's a bummer. This one's a lot less relevant. Rolls are also wacky. That's a piece that will eventually get sold one day when I do sell all my exclusives. To this point, I've never sold my exclusive gear, but it's because, of course, I'm planning a video. The amount of things I put off for months at a time because I'm planning a video, it's my problem. I need to see a therapist about it. Here we go. Beautiful substats. Curse Cult, really like this. Not every Curse Cult unit needs Rage Regen, but a lot do, right? Like a Beatrix, for example, definitely would. A Magda would. This is a cool looking piece. Come on, baby. Rolls pretty nice off the bat. This might not even need a recast. It's a very TBD situation. It depends how good a build we're going for in what content. Like, let's say I get Ezrith and like this is the missing piece where I just wish every other piece was God tier except for this one, then maybe it gets a recast. However, I think we can all tell these are very functionally strong rolls. Another 0 for 10, brutal. I like to sell it right away also. You don't have to, but then you don't have to go in and out to make space, and I do not have enough space to not do that. But yeah, if I wasn't filming, I probably wouldn't do it. Pretty nice rolls there. Nothing mind-blowing yet, though. Probably that Hell's Lament Ancient was the best. There's our second Ancient of the day, speaking of Ancients, but it wasn't too special. This is repulsive. I guess it's functional if we had defense-based healers, but even still, heal effect main set is so bad. That's the kind of Ancient you're going to end up selling eventually. That sucks. Here we got another exclusive, no attack bonus. Not interested. Not going to roll that now. Keep on keeping on. Ooh, we got 3 in 1. This looks like a really cheeky Bubba. Unfortunately, no attack speed, and we don't need the crit rate, crit damage, but at least we got the flat attack. Let's take it to 12. If it's huge, it's huge. It's not. So that piece will not be long for this account. We look over here. This is pretty great too. You know, we wish that flat HP was attack speed or flat attack, but I'm never going to recast that. And the rolls are bad, which means effectively I will never use this, which means I'm going to end up selling it. When that time comes. Here's a good looking Silas piece. You really do want attack speed on Silas, but these are all the other substats you want. It's actually another interesting situation, right? It didn't even roll that bad, but it didn't roll good enough that an account of my level can use it. And without the attack speed, I'm not going to recast it. So that piece is probably going to end up getting sold eventually too. So kind of a bummer there when we hit 3 and a 10. Now we got an Araka piece. No crit damage. It could be good for like general tankiness if you aver in something. We got the attack speed. We got the Rage Gem. That Araka piece, in theory, could be okay if it had rolled. We're not even going to end up rolling in this video because it just doesn't matter. It's kind of nothing. Another over 10. Lots of over 10s. You do see the over 10s more often on the right than left. Easier to hit recommendation with the left stuff. That piece is pretty unusable. We're in a dry spell now. Keep it moving. We got an interesting looking Salazar piece here. We don't mind not hitting crit rate because we can get so much crit rate from other substats and things like that, or you could even roll it on an artifact potentially, but heal effect just makes this so unappealing. If that was HP bonus, if that was Rage Regen, you could be interested, but now that piece is an obvious sell. You got HP bonus with Rage Regen, defense bonus, and attack speed. This is pretty interesting. Let's just max this out. It's our third Ancient, so the Ancient rates are really good. No unidentifieds yet. Keep going. We got Silas piece with really uninteresting substats. We did hit the crit rate, crit damage, but again, without attack speed and certainly without any third substat, we just don't care. Another 0 for 10. We got Arrogance here. This marks my 14th or 15th Arrogance consecutive that has not had crit rate. Pretty brutal Shamir piece here too. Attack speed main stat we never really want. This is, yeah, you got the flat attack HP, Wings of Grace. This has potential if the flat attack is through the roof. It's not. That piece will get sold. Actually, we can sell that now. Don't need that for a future video. Yeah, kind of a yikes. Is that our 5th or 6th 0 for 10? My God. Here, no attack speed again. Attack speed just doesn't seem to exist today. Do not sleep on attack speed. You don't want to really hunt it on main stats once your gear's good, but actually, this is a beautiful amulet. Come on now. This is something I might end up recasting because I do use Boreas a lot, and like I said, I'm kind of stripped on amulets. The fact that we hit like the trifecta, as I like to say, crit rate, attack speed, and crit damage with the attack bonus, and then the 4th substat, like, yeah, we would have preferred Rage Regen or flat attack or HP bonus, but then the 4th choice would have been flat HP, so this isn't bad at all. Yeah, not a terrible piece. This one kind of is. A lot of these are just hitting the 2 substats. That's a bummer. Another example here, like if this was attack speed, we could work with it. Flat attack, we could work with it. Wouldn't be great. But the way that looks, we cannot work with it. And there we go. I honestly, okay, believe me, this is the #1 thing I wanted by literally a mile, and we actually got perfect substats, which is amazing. However, I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to jinx myself. The reason we are forging today is because I think my account might be strong enough, maybe, who knows, we'll see, that I could dream of beating 324 without Lady Alex. However, one of the things I needed was Alora's Bangle. So one of my least favorite characters, but this is my most wanted piece of gear, and somehow we got it with perfect substats. We will recast this at the end of the video until the rolls are through the roof. So this is a great start. I'm not going to refine the crit damage. Actually, I might, now that I look at how high every roll was except for crit rate. We're going to maybe try a couple to refine the crit damage, and then we'll recast this till this is like god tier, because this is the piece I need. Her exclusive makes it so she doesn't lose invisibility when she ults. She also gets an attack boost, which is cool, but not losing the invincibility is the only way I'll have a shot at getting 324 on this account without Lady Alex. So I think we're going to try now. Wow, that is very exciting. I really didn't want to jinx it, so I didn't want to bring it up. The whole purpose of forging today is that I needed that. And wow, we got it. I forged so many times, maybe 3 sessions of a couple thousand at a time, right side gear. Maybe I've done 9 to 15,000. I know that's a big range since they released her piece of gear, her amulet, and I've been searching high and low for it. And finally, now we decide to film and we get it. That's pretty exciting. Sorry, I feel like I'm kind of rambling now, but that is literally, that's why I'm forging today. I have 4 more 10 pops. Kind of a cheeky Morgan. She needs attack speed, so it doesn't really work. Kind of gross. I kind of take it all back. There's nothing cheeky about it. Another 0 for 10 for good measure, but we got that Alora piece, so we're feeling good. We will do those little touch-ups. I don't know if I'll recast and refine everything at the end that I find interesting, but that one is without a doubter. And here we got a little trio. No crit damage though, so it's kind of a failure. Okay, left side's the other thing I always care the most about. I have very few quad weapons and quad breastplates, and I definitely want more. And I definitely want more that I can play around with, more that are different kinds of hero exclusives, and then I can recast the moon. I have over 100 hammers, so I'm just waiting for some perfect pieces and then to do a huge session. I'm really not going to look at anything unless it's super high potential, or I at least won't comment on it. I might take quick, cheeky little peeks. There it is, though. Okay, one of the other huge things we needed, an Anai exclusive. I did not have any. Unfortunately, no crit damage, but this is I shouldn't say I didn't have any. I pulled it like once or twice, but I didn't have any particularly good ones. This one's not amazing. There's no crit damage, but we got all the other substats. So this is one I might even throw a couple hammers at if future content I need Anai. This exclusive is pretty huge. All burning damage, while she's out, all burning damage dealt by anyone is increased by 35%. That is pretty mighty. So this is pretty relevant to us. Hopefully we find a better Anai with actual crit damage, but that goes a long way. That's a really, really good piece. Now we got this little Leia. It actually has attack bonus, heal effect, and attack speed. Flat defense, we wish that was either rage regen, flat HP, or HP bonus, but we can still play around with it. This rolled pretty good. This is the kind of piece that could potentially get used. Yeah, the low rolls on the thing we don't care about. It's okay. I don't really know. And here is our 4th ancient, I believe, with pretty dang good substats. That last one we don't really care about, but yeah, I gotta say, this piece is gonna get sold, right? It looks good because it's ancient, but you get so many Astral Guardian weapons with at least those 3 substats, and once you play long enough, you'll get all 4 substats you want, whether it's these 3 and attack speed, or these 3 and flat defense, or these 3 and rage regen. You're not gonna settle for this, especially, if the rolls were through the roof, it'd be one thing, but frankly, we're gonna sell that, for sure. We got this good-looking trifecta on a Calypso here with HP bonus. That's pretty nice. We'd prefer attack speed or flat attack, but that's still pretty good. It's not going to get recast, though, so that piece is effectively dead. Yeah, kind of nothing there. Still got a good deal to go, though, right? We've got 280 more crafts on the left. Another really lame-looking abomination piece. There's a Hex. Just the 2 subs. I guess the HP bonus is nice, but that's not going to do anything. Yeah, it's a bit whatever. There's 3 main subs, we'll roll it, but we don't need to roll it now. And this has attack speed, but no main stat, right? I guess if you had a defense-based healer became relevant, that could be good. Obviously, it wouldn't be Leia, but you could just use it as a piece. Whole bunch of nothing. Another interesting trio on the breastplate, but you'll get millions of those. Another ancient, I believe our 5th ancient, but no main stat. So unless these rolls are enormous, we don't care. They're solid, but no, that piece is dead to us. There's an interesting looking Razak here, but don't be fooled. It's not very good. No crit damage, no crit rate. This is for if you had a defense-based or HP-based DPSer. that you wanted in Wicked Vengeance. I think a couple of those with really high rolls are worth hanging on to. You don't need to hang on to too many. Here we got 3 really great stats. The crit damage we don't care about. This is, you know, if that attack bonus was higher, this could be used. It wouldn't be used on constants for most, if not all content. But it could be used on an attack-based healer. But the attack bonus rolled terrible. Look at that. I think that's an all-time record. I've never seen 5 exclusives in one. That might have to be the thumbnail. Holy moly. Are any of these beautiful? I think we got one nice-looking piece. No crit damage. Let's check here. This is an okay. Just like if it rolls high, it rolls high. Now that piece is dead to us now too. Are all of these going to be a swing and a miss? No crit rate here. However, if the rolls are huge, we could make it work. They're solid, but not good enough. We got a Calypso, Zeal 2 with nothing good. No attack speed on an Eloin. And then, yeah, we have this Callista. So we got 5, and there's really nothing usable there. That just shows you how hard it is to find a good piece. Because that's the hunt, right? Once you have enough hammers, which you'll eventually get if you start stockpiling and you get selective, you're just looking for the piece that's worth the roll. But you can see we don't really have that period on the left side right now today. And we're just less than halfway done with the left. Keep going. Razak, it's okay, but no crit rate. So, I mean, just especially since it's an irrelevant character, no good. You got attack speed, but again, no main stat. Not even going to waste your guys' time rolling it. Okay, is something nice here? We got a normal 3 on a Zeal 2. Let's max that out and take a look. Terrible. So that piece will get sold. It's not worth a recast. We got a normal 3 on a Hex. I already have a couple good Hex weapons, so the rolls are going to have to be huge, and the rolls are kind of huge. This is the kind of piece I'm going to keep for sure, because why would I get rid of this? And also, if they ever have something that's like the transmutation gem, and you can use it on exclusives, not just ancients and variants, if we could turn that defense into, you know, ideally a crit damage, but at least a rage regen, that piece becomes really good, right? Really, really good. But as of now, you can only do the transmutate on ancients and variants. But here we go. There's the rage regen we were talking about. This could definitely be worth a hammer down the line. It's not urgent, and you don't really need the speed on a Hex, for example. Like for Hex, I would love like attack bonus, crit rate, rage regen, crit damage. But that's a cool piece, and that could definitely in the future get a recast. Here we got a trio, which I don't have many on weapons. So attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, and this rolled beautifully. Of course, the second gold, 2 gold rolls is so rare. Of course, the second gold roll is heal effect, but this is a really exciting piece. And if you get a piece like this, I would say do not. You're going to be tempted to refine that crit damage. 25% is okay. Yeah, maybe you could get to 35% or higher. But like I said, if they do that transmutation thing and we can recast that heal effect to rage regen or attack speed, we've got a really good looking piece. So that's kind of the best left side piece we found so far. Let me know if you guys like this style of video. I know it's more casual. I'm trying to like find teachable moments, but it's obviously not so instructional. But yeah, I had to do this. I figure let's make a cool video out of it. This isn't bad at all. 4th substats HP bonus, that's pretty fun. Rolls are terrible. That's something maybe we pocket, maybe for like way down the line. Interesting Torto here. The attack bonus kind of is useless. We would have wanted attack speed too. That will get sold eventually. Keep moving. We got 100 more to go, 10 more 10 pulls. Yes, this would be for HP or defense-based DPS. This piece is kind of whatever. That's like you roll it. I'll do it now, actually, so you guys know what I mean. You roll it. If it rolls huge, you're like, oh, maybe this could go on Malvira or like a future unit. But here, the way it rolled, it needed to be huge. That's not huge. It's not bad, but it's not huge. There we go, our first variant, so we'll have something there. Here is a bummer of a piece. 4 incredible subsets, but no attack bonus. I'll probably still lock it just in case for, you know, maybe something somehow in the future. You know I left the Horde. We got this nice variant. And then what's over here with this Razak? That is terrible. And then what do we got here? Again, for defense or HP-based DPSers. I know some people don't like that rule. Please feel free to take it out of my recommendation settings if you don't want that kind of stuff recommended. I just like to cover all the bases. All right, 6 more 10 pops. There's a good-looking Zeal 2 piece. There's a really good-looking Zeal 2 piece, right? Because you don't need crit rate on everything. This is a piece I probably will recast, because you can get enough crit rate from the other 4 pieces that you don't need crit rate on this, and now all of a sudden you have all 4 subsets you really want. So even if it doesn't look beautiful, like this probably will get a few hammers. And let's see. Nothing. Can we get a quad? We got 4 more chances. Can we just get 1 quad, please? There we go. Asking you shall receive. Again, no crit rate, but this piece is pretty freaking exciting. And there's the better Anai piece as well. So that's the one we're going to recast. Again, you got to hunt for your crit rate elsewhere, but when you get deeper into the game, and this isn't for everyone, but when you do get deeper in the game, it will be for you. You can get, you only have to average only 25% crit rate over the other 4 pieces, which is not as hard as you think. Or if you're working with a cultist, they only need 97% crit rate. So it's less than 25% each. You could have like a 25, 25, 23, or 25, 25, 22 actually, right? I got two more bites at the apple. Then we're gonna re-roll at least that Anai piece. And then I think we'll re-roll that Hell's Lament Infernal Blast piece. I don't want this to be too long though. Do we finish with a bang? We got a trio, but then the defense bonus. Can we roll big? We cannot. And another Anai piece. I had so few on my account. Now we have a whole bunch, and that's where we end things. So, solid session. It's kind of what you expect, believe it or not. You wish it was better, but it's not. So let's take a peek. Just double check I didn't miss anything. No. We had one like this. This guy, yeah, we got that hex we could recast. Do we want to? I'll just show you. We got our big fat stack. Let's just do it. It couldn't hurt. Let's try to get this really big. Attack bonus is the most important stat, so yes, it looks like the rage regen attack speed rolls are huge. That's fun, but attack bonus is really where we want to see the big stuff. Again, it's split up in a tough way. I wish the animations on this were faster, because you have to do so many in a row. This is the new best roll, even though it's clearly still incomplete. Already 3 deep, not much to show for it. Could this be it? We'll let that one stay there. Rage regen does have a fairly defined soft cap at 100%. 17 is going to get us a nice chunk of the way there. And frankly, you only usually need 20 or 40% additional on top of your Pantheon to make things work nicely, especially if you're bringing a rage regen unit like Eloin or Ireless or Hollow. That crit rate's more than enough for an account like mine. And then we got that huge attack bonus. Very nice attack speed. We'll keep that. We got this guy. Let's throw a couple at that, because I can show you guys in future videos. I can make a piece like this really work. Let's go. We want at least 20% attack bonus. Otherwise, we're just leaving so much on the table. Really doesn't matter which one we accept, because we know we're looking for something bigger. And there it is. That crit damage sucks. For now, I'll leave this here. I'll probably recast this later. Like I said, I don't want to do too much recasting now. Now, I do want to find that nice Anai piece that we picked up. Here it is. And this is the last one we'll do besides that Infernal Blast ring at the end. And then we're just going to crank those exclusives. But already I'm seeing this video is over 20 minutes long, so got to keep it a little punchy. I won't dare say short and sweet, because this will not be short and sweet, but shorter and sweeter. And there we go. I'll actually take this one step further. This piece is looking borderline gorgeous. A little low on the attack bonus, but the flat attack's good. The attack speed's brilliant. We do have 37 of these greens. I rarely use this stuff, and there you go. One hit wonder. This piece all of a sudden is one of the better pieces on the account, right? It's too bad about the attack bonus, but 20.5% is plenty. You know, maybe a great roll, we're losing 6 or 7%, but you can't count on a great roll. Everything else is looking so good. The attack speed's so high, the crit damage is basically gold. And then you get a build together. I'll cut to it immediately now, but I'm gonna put this build together now so you can see it. We can get enough crit rate elsewhere, and then it's just like, boom, unbelievable. All right, so here you go. I put this Virna build together, right? It's some of my better gear, but you can see I got this great Virna exclusive bangle, great Virna exclusive ring. We got this cool looking Beatrix one from, I think we just rolled this now? Otherwise, it was the last session I did. We got this great looking piece that we did just roll from Razak. Yeah, we wish we didn't have the heal effect, but it's still a cool piece, especially because she doesn't need attack speed. And now all of a sudden she's at 98% crit, but she's a cultist, so she gets 3% from the collection bonus. She is now crit capped, and we can use that beautiful Anai piece that we just got. Granted, on her, we don't need the attack speed, but still, we've got a really, really nice piece. And all of a sudden, I mean, this is a crazy Virna, 20.5k attack. Excellent crit damage there. Look at that rage regen. I mean, pretty cool thing. And a piece like this is unlocked by the rest of the build. So don't sleep on pieces like that. All right, to wrap up, we got that Infernal Blast. I do not want to do it, but we said we would do it. There it is, baby. All right, here's the one we just got. Terrible rolls. Hopefully it doesn't take more than like 10. Let's try to get something really nice. Like this could work nicely, potentially, on like if you had a nice Soul Cadence build, if I ever got him, something like that. He is someone you're going to want to stack the attack on, but you can kind of spam that ult with good builds. That is almost good enough, but the attack bonus is too low. Everything else is great. Could kind of green the attack bonus if we had to. You know what? We will. We're going to keep this one, and we'll green the attack bonus. Let's do that right now. Again, my apologies for the video going a little longer. I will say cranking those exclusives will not take long. Just 4 10 pulls and nothing to roll. We know what it's going to be the second we see it. All right, come on. Come on, baby. We're going up half a percentage at a time. Is that what we're doing? All right, we'll take that for sure. 20%, that's a sign to stop. It's all purple. It looks good. It will have a place on the account. And we still got 98 hammers. You got to hoard, people. It feels good. All right, for our exclusive artifacts, we really want to see some Valara. We really want to see some Valderon. We really want to see some Morden. And then a couple other things could be nice. Let's go. Okay, a cheeky Nyx. I think I've got her max, but maybe that's promo 5. We'll take it. Ooh, look at that. Oh, we should almost just end the video there. You know what? I think we will, and we'll save the rest for another time. How could you not end it there? We said we want the Valara, we got the Valara, and then 4 more exclusives in 110 pop. I love the exclusive forge. The rates are so good. So there we have it. What does that get for our Valara? What does that get our girl to? That's going to bring her to promo 4. Heck yeah, and I get to continue hoarding all of my mythic essence. For anyone who questions the depths of my hoarding compulsion in this game, don't question that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is like a really casual video, but if you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Share with your mother, guys. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.